have you decided on a name yet? And if so, are you going to do a reveal? Oh, let me just tell y'all about the name. Y'all want a baby name hint? I'll give y'all a baby name hint. Hey y'all, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Heather if you're new here, and I am currently very pregnant with our rainbow baby, and today I'm going to be doing a pregnancy Q&A, and these are all questions that y'all asked me on Instagram. So if you're not yet following me there, definitely, so you can't miss out on any other Q&As at morganfamily_YT. And now I'm just going to get started with the questions. The first question is from Breely NK, and she asked, how many children do you plan on having? Me and my husband are pretty undecided about this, but I think that we are either going to be done after this little girl, or we are going to have one more. We also have a almost 3-year-old son together, so we're looking at either 2 or 3 kids total, and that will probably be it. I'm definitely okay with a 3rd kid. It's hard to say because I don't really know what it's going to be like with 2 kids. So it is definitely going to be something that we just kind of have to decide once we cross that bridge. And the next question is from Marcy Porter 26, and she asked, what will you miss the most about being pregnant after baby girl is here? I will definitely miss the sleep. I mean, I know that once I have her, it's gonna be hard, I feel like, because with my son, I never slept. And I just think that being able to sleep whenever I want to is definitely gonna be something I miss the most. And I think, you know, just being pregnant in general is definitely an amazing experience. And I do enjoy being pregnant, so I just think that I'm going to be so happy to see our baby girl, and so it will be okay. The next one is from Not Megan Burns, and she asked, how many more children do y'all want after this one, of course? And I just answered that question, but we're thinking about either 2 or 3 total. And the next question is from LittleBit69 Us, and she asked, have you decided on a name yet? And if so, are you going to do a reveal? Oh, let me just tell y'all about the name. We have struggled so much. I know that we made a video about this a long time ago, quite a few months ago, and I said that I was very sure of her name, and my husband did not like the name that I picked. And these past few months, we have been trying our best to find a name that we both like. And it's been really, really, really hard. I'm very picky about the names. I don't want a name that I associate with anybody, especially anybody that, or anything really that is negative. And I could come up with anything for any name, to be honest. If there's anything just slightly that I don't like about the name, I won't use that name. And so I've crossed out a lot of names that I think are good, but for dumb reasons, I just crossed them out. It's been really hard. My criteria is that I want her name to be stunning, but also innocent. And I want her to love her name, and I want her name to be good for whatever she chooses in life. I don't want to give her a name that she feels limited by. I don't want to give her a name that may come off like too southern, or, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to name a girl for me. It really is hard. It's definitely been one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. And so have we decided on a name yet? We're pretty decided on the name, but I still keep going back and forth about other things, and just I don't think that we're 100% set on the name yet. and I don't think that we will be until she's born. So the reveal will probably be after she's born. The next question is from E.T. Turner 20, and she asked, do you have to see a high-risk doctor? I do not. And the next question is John Kua, and they asked, do you think you will have her early, meaning before her due date but full term? I definitely think that I will have her early. I think within the 37th, 38th week is when I am expecting to have her. The next question is from Shauna. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pronounce y'all's names. Shauna R. Emily, I think. Are you getting enough sleep, rest? Definitely. I know I struggled with insomnia there for a little while, but it was probably just because of my worries in my head of not getting everything done for the pregnancy and getting everything ready for her, our baby girl. It was stressing me out and it was keeping me up at night. But now that we're getting more and more stuff done, it definitely is making me sleep better at night. Okay, the next question is from Jessica Riley's, and it cuts off the rest of your name. After the struggle you're having with this pregnancy, are there any more kids in your future? And I will say that as this pregnancy is coming to the end, it is definitely relieving. This has been a very stressful pregnancy because I had 2 back-to-back miscarriages earlier this year, and then I immediately got pregnant again with our baby girl, and I was able to stay pregnant through taking progesterone. So it has been very stressful, and it does make me think a lot more about whether I would want to try again for another baby, because it is something that has been hard for me. I'm not going to let that prevent me from trying to have more kids, but it's something that makes me think about things a little bit more. The next question is from Jeannie Williford, and she asked, are you doing a natural labor or do you plan on getting an epidural? Oh my gosh. Okay, so with my son, I did not get an epidural, and it was very extremely painful, the most pain I've ever been through, and by far I don't think that anything other than labor and contractions can compare. Like, there's just nothing. And how I explained to my husband how bad it felt is that I tore really bad when I had my son, and the actual tearing did not hurt. It was actually relieving the pain from that. But the contractions is what hurt so bad, and it was just out of this world painful. So I definitely plan to get epidural this time for sure. I'm going to try to get one at least. The next question is from Kat _Sarah XO, and she asked, have you had I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing this. Oh gosh. Sakiectia pain in your lower back. Mine was always bad in my 3rd trimester. No, I don't think I have. I've had a lot of like pain right here. Since she has dropped, it is painful, but not in my back really. Okay, so the next question is from Lindsay Lou 09, and she asks, are you done after baby girl? And I'm not really sure. We may be. I'm not sure though. And she also asked, baby name hint. Okay, so y'all want a baby name hint? I'll give y'all a baby name hint. Oh my gosh. Okay, so her name is not in the top 100. Okay. The next question is from Bonnie Davis 94 _ and she asked, when is your due date? I am due in December. The next question is from HE Robinson _ 05, and she asked, will you reveal baby girl's name after she is born? And probably so, because we really aren't decided on her name 100%. I had to charge my battery really fast. But the next question is from HE Robinson underscore 05, and she asked, will you do a what is in my hospital bag? I'm definitely going to do that. I need to do that very soon, honestly. And that's what those are. The next question is from Jamie Lee NG11, and she asked, I want you to say you're beautiful and such a great mommy. Oh, thank you so much. That really does mean so much to me. Does baby have a name? And I've already answered that, but we're kind of going back and forth. I'm pretty set on her name, but at the same time, I just don't want to settle. I want to just look at as many names as possible and make sure that the name that I pick for her is the perfect name. The next question is from Raising My Princess, and it cuts off the rest of your name. How is your pregnancy going? When are you due? And my pregnancy right now is going pretty good, but she has dropped, so there is a lot of pain from that. But right now, everything seems to be doing pretty okay. But I've had a lot of contractions, but since I've had people help me clean more and I haven't had to do a lot of stuff on my own, it definitely has helped me tremendously to not have any more contractions. And when am I due? I am due in December. The next question is from BYONDBLSD, and they asked, not a question, just wanted to say that you are the best mama. Your babies are lucky. Aw. Thank you so much. That really is very sweet, and that it's good to hear that, honestly. It really is. Thank you. The next question is from Tiffany Boyett 1, and they asked, has Jackson noticed your stomach getting bigger, and asked why, what's in there? So Jackson definitely knows about baby girl, and he kisses my belly, and sometimes he gets a little jealous of my belly. And last night, for some reason, he was wanting to tickle her. I don't know why. I think that he may know that know that she's coming soon, and he's wanting to play with her. And I'm really excited for him to get to meet her. The next question is from Amy Lynn 3888, and she asked, any major cravings this pregnancy? Oh my gosh. So in the beginning of the pregnancy, I really wanted hot dogs, and now that and also sweets, but now that I'm starting to get further along, it has been fries, French fries. Oh, and my stomach's growling just talking about this. But I definitely, yeah, it's changed a lot now that I'm getting further along. And also mashed potatoes and gravy right now. That's something I really like right now. Every time I get anything to eat, I want mashed potatoes and gravy. And if I don't get it, and Shane gets it, my husband, I'm like, can I please have like at least a bite? Because it's so good. The next question is from B_O_Y_mom, and she asked, will there be a birth vlog? Definitely. I've already told my mom, I've told Shane, like, you gotta help me get this birth vlog, please, because it's gonna be really hard for me to be like, ah, in pain. But even if I have to like set the camera up on a tripod while in labor, it's gonna happen. The next question is from hot_wheels90, and she asked, does baby girl have a name yet? And I've already answered that, but we think so, but I just want to make 100% sure. The next question is from B_O_Y_mom, and she also asked for a baby name hint. I'll give y'all another hint, and this is, oh my gosh, it's really hard to give hints. Okay, I feel like with her name, Oh my gosh, it's so hard to like give a hint. Okay, the name has an E in it. Okay. The next question is from Santana Lehman, and she asked, increased or decreased sex drive while pregnant? And this is really TMI. I would say it's not so much that it's increased or decreased, it's more so that I've been a little more cautious, you know what I mean? Like in the beginning of the pregnancy, I didn't want to do anything because I was scared that it would cause, you know, issues because of my previous miscarriages. The next question is from Kaylee_N_Kinendis. Sorry, I probably really mispronounced that. Have y'all decided on a name yet? And I've already answered this, but we think so, but we're not sure. The next question is from Diana_Bradshaw_, and it cuts off the rest of your name. Are you doing a home birth? I am 4 months pregnant. No. No. Definitely not doing a home birth. Definitely not doing a home birth. And the reason why, I'd say why, is because with my son, I had very bad tearing. My doctor actually said it was the worst tearing he had ever seen. And I had to have repair surgery after I had him. So I'm very scared that I will tear again. And if I hadn't have been at the hospital to have my son, I would have, honestly, at the very least, I would have been deformed. And that's why and I honestly could have bled to death. So I don't want to do a home birth. I just don't. I think that people who have babies and they don't have any complications, that's their prerogative, because we are made to have babies. But for me personally, I'm scared of that happening again, and there's just no way that I want to risk being at home and having that happen, you know. And I understand that you would have someone there with you that's a professional, but they're not going to be able to like do surgery on you, you know what I mean? The next question is from Cassandra 79, and they asked, what about this pregnancy stands out compared to your first pregnancy? The morning sickness, I think, is what stands out the most, because with my son, I didn't have really a lot of morning sickness. I had a few times of it, but it was very short-lived and it wasn't really a big deal. But this pregnancy, I had very strong morning sickness up until I was 12 weeks pregnant. It was rough. I had to eat mints constantly just to not have issues. The next question is from Emily Faith 5514, and she asked, are you going to film the birth? By the way, I absolutely love your YouTube videos. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me that y'all love my videos. It really is mind-blowing to me. I really appreciate that, because I love being able to have this platform to talk to y'all, and it makes me, like, I enjoy it just as much as some people may like watching my videos. I love making the videos and sharing with y'all things that's going on. It's different than I love being able to have a voice, I guess, and I never really had one before, and it's just nice to be able to say what I want to say, you know. And I'm definitely going to film the birth for sure. The next question is from AV.ERY624, and she asked, will this be your last baby? We think so, but we also are open to a third child. I think it's something that we just have to think about once she's born. I'm not going to totally, you know, not be against having another kid. I don't want to do anything permanent or anything like that. But it's something that we're going to have to think about financially in our living situation of whether we want a third kid or not. The next question is from Carpio Quera Pizarro. I'm sorry. I'm sure I just completely said that wrong. You have painful and hard contractions. Yes, they were very, 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 very bad. Sorry about that. I had to charge my battery again. But the next question is from Emily Kirkwood, and she asked, did you ever have days that you didn't feel pregnant? Congrats, Mama. Thank you so much. And even nowadays, I think that I have days where I may feel not pregnant, especially since she's dropped. It feels like I can breathe again, and I think not being able to breathe makes you feel very pregnant. And when she dropped, I woke up, and some days I just feel like I don't have a baby bump, like when I first wake up in the morning, and then I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, oh yeah, I still still got it. So yeah, I do have days like that sometimes. And the next question is from Comedy Creation, and she asked, what is the biggest difference between this pregnancy and Jackson's symptom wise? And I would say the biggest difference was the morning sickness. I had very severe morning sickness with our baby girl up until 12 weeks pregnant, and with Jackson I had morning sickness like only a couple of days of that pregnancy. And also with him, I didn't have a baby bump until I was about 24 weeks pregnant. A lot of people didn't even know I was pregnant until then. So that was a big difference too. I think that I showed a lot sooner with our baby girl. Like pretty much as soon as I was pregnant, I started to have bloating and kind of had a baby bump from the start. Those were the two that were probably the biggest differences in the pregnancies. Comedy Creation also asked, have you had any food cravings for food that you would normally eat not pregnant to? And I would say definitely a lot of the food that I have craved is food that I like but not been in love with, I guess. It's something I feel like when you have cravings, it amplifies your taste buds. So foods that you may like already, you're gonna like even more when you're pregnant. And also foods that I don't like, I've loved during this pregnancy. The next question is also from Comedy Creation, and she asked, what's your favorite baby clothing item for a baby girl? And I would say I love the baby gowns that they make. And I probably could show y'all. No, I don't have any in here right now because I'm washing out all her clothes. But I love the little gowns that they make for babies for nighttime especially, because it makes it really easy to change them throughout the night. And that would probably be my favorites. We have a bunch of them for her. I had several with my son Jackson, so that was definitely made things easier for me. And I also really like, just truthfully, onesies. Just like a short sleeve onesie. He wore that a lot too. We kept the house really warm, and I would hold him a lot, and so wrapped with a blanket, and most of the time he would just wear a onesie. And it made changing his diaper really easy too, because you have to change their diapers so frequently. Like it feels like every hour you have to change their diaper. It's hard when they have like a full-on outfit to do all that. And so Jackson really was dressed very simply, and I like that because it just makes things easier. That's all the questions. Thank y'all so much for asking them, and if you don't want to miss out on another Q&A, definitely follow me at morganfamily_YT on Instagram. I also have a Twitter at morganfamily_YT. And also, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And if you would like, you can subscribe to our channel to join our family. I would love for you to, honestly. Y'all mean the world to me. And being able to share all this with y'all is truly incredible. With my son, I felt like I didn't get to share very much. And especially after I had him, it was a big struggle for me. I felt really lonely. And just the fact that I'm able to talk to somebody, to so many amazing people, is just incredible. And I know that I'm so blessed that I have y'all. So thank y'all so much for everything, and I guess we'll see y'all in our next video. Bye.
Take a leap of faith.